Hey, my dude.
Hey.
How do you like your glasses?
What, these ones?
Yeah.
The Oakleys?
The
Vanguards?
Oakleys.
Love.
Frames on the face, camera centered like a visor. Touch on the side like I'm scrolling through a slideshow. 3K recording, every shot gets tighter. Anthony rolling in like RoboCop from the dryer. Peter coming in like a budget T800. Dropping tech specs, yelling these shades are loaded. Oakley stay sharp, but the swag ain't it. Two sci-fi rejects trying to role play tactical. Vanguard vision with the touch on the frame. 3K camera centered like an FPS aim. Audio is clean, every shot stays prime. Glasses do the flex and we just kill some time. Vanguard vision, tights on our face. AI watching everything we chase. We don't look cool, but the thieves just do. The glasses got swag that we don't do.
Whoa. You okay?
Oh, you got it in slow-mo?
Yeah.
Did we look a little bit too douchey?
Just douchey, you think? Yeah, it might be. I mean, we do look fast, though.
Super fast. Nice.
You know what surprised me the most with these glasses is the fact that the audio in them is incredibly good sounding. I actually have music playing right now, which is nice. Walking around here in Toronto and the music is just going in the background. I have my own soundtrack rolling. How about you?
What do I like about the Oakleys?
What are you most impressed of?
I will say the build quality is actually pretty decent. The Ray-Bans that I have, so just to compare, not that they're flimsy, but you're worried about doing something active with them. Whereas these, I'm like, not that I'm going to throw them on the ground, but I feel like they'd be okay.
Can you do that? Just for the sake of the video? Gotta agree, the build quality is great. My thing is probably the sound quality.
From the speakers.
Yeah, I really like it.
I noticed the microphone, so I've used the Ray-Bans in like very noisy environments, and it is doing some like AI noise cancellation, so it's good for that, but also if you don't like that noise cancellation sound, it can sound a little bit artificial. So that's maybe like a good and a bad at the same time.
Absolutely. Thanks, man. When it comes to the battery life, I'm not going to say that I'm overwhelmed. As I said in my first impression video, you kind of get 3.5 hours of constant use with these glasses. But then again, you can put them back into the case and start charging them. It takes like 75 minutes for them to fast charge. The fast charge actually works. And then just as Anthony said previously, you know, you have the design. That is probably the key thing that I like with them the most. They look so freaking good, but the biggest caveat is the ears. My God, you know, when you're using a cap and you have these, it cuts into the top of your ear. This is something that I said in my first impression video and it hasn't changed. I really need to take them and kind of put them up like that if I'm going to use them for a longer period of time, so that they kind of slowly go down onto my ear. But I'm also not a runner, so I don't know how it feels like when you're running, but I do know that Anthony is a runner. Anthony, how are the comfort when you're running with these glasses?
How are the comfort of it?
Yeah, the comfort on the ears.
I will say my first run, I didn't notice anything, and maybe it's just because you're running and you're worried about like other types of pain. But look, I don't think it's a deal breaker. I think the reason it is kind of pushing is just like the shape of the frame.
Yeah, there's no padding, like right.
There's no padding, and it also like arcs a little bit versus the Ray-Bans go straight back, so they kind of sit flat against your face. And so I think what's happening here is they are like flaring out your ears a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to 3D print some sort of padding for my. Yeah, you gotta have something here. Otherwise, I'm gonna break my ears somehow. They're gonna fall off. I'm gonna head back to Sweden now.
Oh, do you have the magical YouTube power of being able to teleport? Like.
Yes, you want to see?
Yeah, I do.
I think I need your help to count down, okay?
From 5?
Yeah, go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Can't believe that works. Every time you try it, it's like faster than traveling. Kind of missed Toronto already. Thank you, Anthony, for being in the video. Make sure you head over to his channel and subscribe if you haven't already. So I am not a power user when it comes to these glasses because I don't run and I don't do bicycle rides, and I haven't actually synced these up to my devices to be able to get the fitness results in my ear and so on and so forth. But for those people that are finding that interesting, there's probably other videos out there. But what I do use them for is POV, which is point of view kind of videos that I can post on my Instagram stories and to use in videos like these whenever I need to have something that I can't really document with GoPro or my iPhone because I need both hands to be able to do it. And talking about the image quality, I've actually used these for kind of close to a month, I think, at this point. And I gotta say that I'm impressed. Yes, of course, we talked about that in my previous video, that it doesn't have a horizontal sensor or a square sensor. So when you're cropping from vertical to horizontal, you get less of an image back. But I also do think it's a step in the right direction, because when you look at the clarity of the image that is coming out of these for Instagram stories and vertical content overall as a BTS kind of camera, these are freaking amazing. And I really like how fast it is to just snap a photo or grab a little bit of a video. I don't really like the limitation of 3 minutes of recording. When you're recording, you want to record a little bit longer clips at times. Then again, you can just stop the recording and start it up again. So it shouldn't be any issues. I do think it has to do with the overheating, but I'm not sure. But as I was traveling to Toronto, I used these as my main POV camera. I did notice that there was a lot of public reactions to it when I had them on. Because as you can see there, the camera is a little bit glossy, right? So it's not matte as the other part of the actual frame. And there was a lot of people giving me this kind of reaction to it. Like, you know, is he actually recording, or is he having camera there? What is going on? So it did feel a little bit uncomfortable to have them on at times. But I also think that the light that comes up when you actually record is a good indicator that you're actually recording. But they also allowed me to be a little bit more discreet when I captured things, such as when I was flying or when I was walking around in the terminal. It made it feel a little bit, you know, easier to capture those kind of shots rather than bring up my phone or even my big camera whenever I do those travel vlogs. But for someone that does YouTube mostly, I would have loved to have a horizontal option of capturing the videos. That'd be so good. So what about the AI functions? I'm gonna say that the only thing that I've used it for is to actually call my friends and family, and to be able to say like, hey, call my dad, or hey, call Oscar, or whatever. Is great when you're driving. Pretty much the only time that I've ever wanted to use that function. I don't really think that I'll find myself in a situation where I'll ask my glasses rather than picking up my phone to Google or ask ChatGPT or something similar. But hey, who knows, maybe in the future. But what I really do not like about these glasses is that Meta is harvesting all the data that I can. To be able to actually use them, you need to sign up for a bunch of different stuff. You need to download the Meta AI app. You need to activate them. You need to do this and that. And then you need to, you know, sign a paper that you sell your soul to the devil and so on and so forth. But there's also no way around it. If you want to try out these glasses and if you want to use these glasses, you need to accept the terms that Meta has to offer you. You can't say like, I'm not going to do this. But then of course you have the option to not actually buy them and just go with the regular pair of glasses, which I highly recommend if you're not looking to buy a pair of smartphone glasses for the sake of having a camera built in and to replace your AirPods with the speaker that is in these glasses. Because that is kind of like the main thing that I will use them for. I'm not going to use these as my everyday glasses, but whenever I know that I'm going to capture videos or when I'm going to go at events together with other YouTubers and I need to capture content fast, these will absolutely be on my head instead of my regular glasses. But when it comes to my regular everyday life, I will probably not use these. Then again, it feels a little bit off when you're meeting someone and you have a camera in the middle of your face and they don't really know if you're recording. So you both sit there like, hey, what's going on, bro? If it wasn't for all the terms that you have to agree on and actually use the Meta app and so on and so forth, it would be nicer to use them. I would love to know what you think down below, and what do you think about the Vanguard Visions music video that me and Anthony did? Huh? That was a good one. I was actually pitching to Anthony, like, before I went to Toronto, can't we just meet up downtown and then have our glasses on and look like total douches and just look like we're recording a rap video or something? And he agreed. So it's a great sport and we had a lot of fun. Don't forget to subscribe to the video if you liked it, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel. Give it a thumbs up, will you? And Peter från oss vidare, he's saying goodbye.